Have you ever met someone who thought they could outsmart everyone and get away with it? At Gate 17 of Miami International Airport, Karen Mitchell believed she'd cracked the code to a free first-class ticket to Paris. With a fake badge, a forged email, and a smirk that could curdle milk, she strutted to the check-in counter, claiming to be a veteran travel agent entitled to elite perks. The line of weary travelers watched, some annoyed, others intrigued, as she demanded a seat befitting her status. But the truth was clawing its way to the surface, and Karen's scheme was about to crash harder than a budget airline in a storm. Karen, a 42-year-old office manager with no travel industry experience, had spent weeks crafting her deception. She'd overheard a colleague mention airline perks for travel agents and saw an opportunity. Using a cheap online design tool, she created a fake badge with a logo ripped from a defunct agency. She hacked together a convincing email chain, posing as a booking manager, and even practiced her haughty tone in the mirror. Her plan? Pose as a travel agent, flash her credentials, and sail through to a free first-class ticket. She'd chosen Miami to Paris, a route she'd dreamed of since watching too many travel vlogs because it would question a professional in a bustling hub. At the counter, Karen's performance was Oscar-worthy. She waved her badge at the agent, a young woman named Sophia, and rattled off jargon she'd Googled the night before. "I'm with Global Horizons Travel," she declared, tossing her hair. "I qualify for your agent discount program. Check your system." Sophia, trained to spot inconsistencies, noticed the badge's blurry logo and Karen's overly rehearsed delivery. Still, she politely asked for verification. Karen doubled down, snapping, "Do you know how many clients I've sent your way? I deserve this." Her voice carried, drawing glares from the line behind her. A man in a suit muttered, "Here we go again," assuming Karen was just another entitled passenger. But Sophia wasn't alone. Enter Tom, a grizzled airport security officer who'd been watching from a distance. Tom had seen his share of scams in his 20 years on the job, and something about Karen's aggressive confidence pinged his radar. He quietly radioed for a supervisor while Sophia stalled, asking Karen for her agency's IT and numeric detail Karen hadn't anticipated. Karen fumbled, claiming it was in the email, but her hand shook as she scrolled through her phone. The crowd grew restless, and a mother with 2 kids whispered loudly, "She's holding up the line." Tension simmered, and Karen's facade began to crack. The truth unraveled faster than Karen could backpedal. Sophia cross-checked the badge's logo and found it belonged to a company that folded in 2015. The email Karen presented had a suspicious domain, and a quick call to the airline's verification desk confirmed no record of her supposed agency existed. Tom stepped forward, his presence commanding silence. "Ma'am, step aside. We need to talk," he said, his tone calm but unyielding. Karen's face flushed red, and she snapped, "This is outrageous. I'll sue you all." But the crowd wasn't buying it. A teenage girl filming on her phone caught Karen's outburst, and the video was already racking up views online. Then came the twist. A woman in the crowd, Ellen, pushed forward. She was a real travel agent, and she recognized Karen from a local networking event where Karen had tried to scam free event tickets by claiming to be an industry insider. "She's no agent," Ellen said, her voice cutting through the chaos. "She crashed our conference last month, pretending to work for Expedia." The revelation hit like a thunderclap. Travelers gasped, and Karen's eyes darted for an exit, but Tom blocked her path. Ellen's testimony wasn't just a coincidence, it was the nail in Karen's coffin, exposing her as a serial liar who'd been dodging accountability for months. The confrontation exploded into high drama. Karen, cornered, unleashed a tirade, accusing Sophia, Tom, and even Ellen of conspiring against her. "You're jealous of my success," she shrieked, as if volume could rewrite reality. But the evidence was ironclad. Airport police arrived, and a search of Karen's bag revealed more fake documents, including a forged letter from an airline executive. The crowd erupted in murmurs as officers cuffed her, her protests echoing down the terminal. The teenage girl's videos zoomed in on Karen's face, now a mix of fury and fear, as she was led away. Online, the clip went viral, with hashtags like Karen Caught and FraudFlop trending by noon. Karen's downfall was as swift as it was poetic. Charged with fraud and identity theft, she faced not just legal consequences, but public humiliation. The airline issued a statement banning her for life, and her employer fired her after the story hit local news. Ellen, the real travel agent, became an unexpected hero, her calm exposure of Karen earning her praise online. Sophia, too, was commended for her sharp instincts, receiving a small bonus from the airline. The terminal, once a stage for Karen's lies, returned to its usual chaos, but the story lingered, a cautionary tale whispered among travelers. In the end, Karen's scheme didn't just fail, it exposed her to the world as a fraud. Her dream of sipping champagne in first class crumbled into a courtroom date and a shattered reputation. But this isn't just about one woman's lies. It's a reminder that truth has a way of catching up, no matter how loud you shout. So what do you think? Was Karen's punishment fair, or did she deserve a second chance? Share your thoughts, because in a world full of Karens, we all have a stake in what's right.